Hi, welcome to English 105. My name is Diana Romero, and I am going to be your professor for this class. I look forward to meeting each of you individually in person, but unfortunately, since we're online, I thought I would make this video so we can kind of put a face to a name and make the introduction into this class a little bit easier. So this semester, we're going to be doing 3 papers. The first one is going to be a rhetorical analysis where we analyze the effectiveness of a piece of work, whether that be an article, a speech. It's going to depend on what we choose this semester, and we're going to analyze that based on the persuasiveness of the argument. So we're going to analyze it and discuss whether the author persuasively wrote the paper for his audience using ethos, pathos, and logos. The second paper is a review. We're going to pick a product or a service, and we're going to review that using criteria. And the last paper we're going to do is a commentary where we're going to analyze a trend and decide how that trend came to be and discuss the implications of that trend in society. Those are the 3 different papers we're going to focus on this semester. Some areas that I'd like you to familiarize yourself this semester are the announcements. That's where I'll post office hours. I'm also going to post most of your PowerPoints and your assignments there. That's probably the hub of where all of the assignments and all the important information will be housed. So I would really familiarize myself with that area to make sure that you're staying on track with the class. Another area that I want you to familiarize yourself are the different forums. There is the discussion forum where we'll most likely have questions there throughout the semester, especially for blended learning assignments. We also have the private forum where you can send a message to me individually. So there you'll send messages that are specific to you, such as grade questions, paper questions that are specific to you individually. And then we also have the questions to the instructor forum. That forum is going to be the area where you can put questions that are general. So if you have a question that you think the class would benefit knowing the answer to, that would be a great place to put that question. And lastly, the class wall. That's where you're going to post your response to the first discussion question on the class wall. That'll serve as kind of like an introduction to the class. That area is really important because you are required to post to the class wall within the first week of the class starting in order to remain enrolled in the class. So I definitely want you to familiarize yourself with those areas. I will be posting my office hours in the roster, and I will also post my office hours in the announcement as well, so you'll be able to communicate with me there. In essence, the place that you'll communicate with me the most is going to be the private forum. That's where you'll ask all your questions, and I'll be able to reply to you there. It's a great place to ask your questions because it's also an area that you can go back to if you want to see what the answer to your question was later on. But other than that, I just wanted to introduce myself and say hi and welcome to the class. I'm looking forward to working with you guys. I've been working at GCU for going on 5 years now, previously as an assistant, and now I'm going to be teaching my own class. I am very familiar with all the assignments, and I've been working with students one-on-one for the past 4 years, so I feel confident that I'll be able to keep you on track with your learning. I'm very excited to get to know every one of you. That's probably the best part of this job is interacting with students in person and learning about you guys and your passions and your career goals and learning to make English work for you. I know that sometimes these kind of prerequisite classes are not as fun to take, which I totally understand. You want to get into your major, but they're so helpful because we use persuasion and language on so many areas of our lives. If you want to post an interesting TikTok online, you're going to use some form of persuasion, or an Instagram post or a Facebook post, or write an email to your coworker. All of those areas are going to require some sense of the audience that you're writing to and the goal of your communication. So I just want you to keep that in mind because my goal is to prepare you to be the best writer you can be, so that way when you are in your career, you are successful at communicating with people around you. I've seen so many people that have struggles with communication, and I notice that those people don't get very high in companies. And that's because communication is one of the most important aspects of day-to-day work life and creating a good reputation and building your rapport within your company. So whatever your goal is, whatever your career path is, I think this is going to be beneficial to you. And I'm really, really looking forward to working with each of you and meeting you. So I hope you're having an awesome day. If you have any questions, feel free to send me a private forum message. There will be more information in the announcements about how the semester is going to start, but I thought this would be a great little introduction to this class. Have a great day.